Okay, so the Los Angeles Lakers lost to the Memphis Grizzlies a couple of nights back, and frustrations boiled over, particularly with Anthony Davis and Dennis Schroder. I don't know how. I think I'm mispronouncing his last name, and if I do a quick Google check and get the correct pronunciation of his last name, by the time I do that, Dennis Scrotum will no longer be a member of the Los Angeles Lakers. He's not the short-term fix. He's not even the long-term fix of the future plans concerning the Los Angeles Lakers. He was signed before they did the trade that sent Russell Westbrook to Utah. In return, they got some bona fide NBA talented players in that process, and getting rid of one of their headaches, which is Russell Westbrook and his massive contract that a lot of Lakers fans, including LeBron James, at first wanted Russell Westbrook, but midway through the season, 2 seasons ago, he found out that this is not working, and they desperately seeking. Susan was trying to get rid of Russell Westbrook ever since the last trade deadline, but that's neither here nor there. That's another time for another story. Well, Anthony Davis is frustrated not only with the Los Angeles Lakers, but with LeBron James representatives, because of a lot of stuff that these two organizations promised Anthony Davis and hasn't delivered. One was when he was a member of the New Orleans Pelicans. Remember this, folks. LeBron James, wanted AD to come to Tinseltown, even promised AD that he was going to, have the offense a main focal point of Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis was going to be the leader of the Los Angeles Lakers, and he was going to take the approach that Dwayne Wade took with LeBron James, meaning there's no need to having two Batmans on one court. LeBron James was getting older at that time, saying, "Look, I will be the Robin, and you will be our Batman, our franchise player, not only for this season but seasons to come." So that was promised but was never delivered. The second thing Anthony Davis has a problem with is upper management, ownership. Jeannie Buss is keeping some of her first round draft picks because she wants to have a future. When LeBron James says, "You know what, it's been real, it's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun." And when AD is outside his prime, she does not want to be stuck with older players. She kind of wants to have a plan B, sort of say, to look at the future. Even though it's not the brightest future for the Los Angeles Lakers, they still have one of those first round draft picks that they was holding on. And it may look dim, but they don't want to be in the same situation like the Cleveland Cavaliers several seasons back when LeBron James left the Cleveland Cavaliers high and dry. Dan Geardoff said, "You know what? I think I mispronounced his name, but that's neither here nor there." Basically said that, look, the future is not that bright because they sold and gave away mortgage, pivot, all of their draft picks. And now, if you look at the Cleveland Cavaliers today, they're a bona fide team. They have some studs on that roster. And it, comes to no surprise that LeBron James, there was several reports, last year echoing that LeBron James would want to have an Act 3 with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, publicly, the Cleveland Cavaliers had no issue with it. They welcomed LeBron James with open arms, but privately, they did not want to have an Act 3 with LeBron James. They like their chances right now. It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be in the NBA Finals, but the future is very promising for the Cleveland Cavaliers moving forward. And if you look at the Brooklyn Nets and the debacle when you allow players that really doesn't have a knack for talent or a future strategy-wise, and you just give the franchise to those two players, KD and Kyrie Irving, when they were signed to Brooklyn, at the end of the day, what did Brooklyn win? Nothing. They won one playoff series, never went to the Eastern Conference Finals, never went to the NBA Finals. And now, if you look at Brooklyn and their management, as well as Sean Marks, they're moving on away from Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is with Dallas. Kevin Durant is with Phoenix. Look like the Dallas Mavericks are having already issues, as far as massaging these two talents, Luka and Kyrie Irving. But if you look at Phoenix looks kind of promising. And, at the end of the day, Brooklyn may have to, Sean Marks may not keep his job no matter how much he, does to evolve what talent he already has on that roster. But if you look at the Los Angeles Lakers, those are issues that Anthony Davis have with not only LeBron James, but with upper management. Another thing he has a problem with, when you're talking about upper management as well as LeBron James, it seems like they done changed course, they changed narrative. It's not necessarily about winning titles, it's about individual achievements. He was not too fond nor happy with upper management, Jeannie Buss and LeBron James, advertising big about this major accomplishment, passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I told you guys in the NBA, individual stats and achievements, it's not the end all and be all. And if I feel like Major League Baseball do that with the home run leader and the strikeouts. But if you look at the NFL and the NBA, they never glorified individual stats and achievements. They'll bring them up, but they don't glorify those things. Okay, it's not what sells tickets. It's not what drives fans into seats. It's not why fans pay all these subscription services to get live basketball and football games, professional football and basketball games. No one cares about individual stats and achievement. They didn't even care when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, had the scoring leader. There was a party. They talked about it a couple of occasions, but it's over with. And that's the same thing that happened with LeBron James when he got this achievement from a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It was some rah-rah. Social media blew up for a couple of trending topics, and now no one even talks about it anymore. And that's the point I was making in the video when I told you guys last year about this record. This record is not that important to NBA basketball. But moving forward, AD had an issue with that. And, also there's been a lot of reports that's linking AD to several trade possibilities. And the one biggest trade possibility is maybe in the offseason if Kyrie Irving doesn't want to work out with the Dallas Mavericks and Mark Cuban. There may be a plan in the works where, Mark Cuban trades for AD. In return, they give Kyrie Irving his max contract and give him what he wants, and he's going to go to La La Land. I think AD, if AD's healthy, the dynamic between AD and Luka Doncic, that is a great dynamic. That's a better pairing than Luka and Kyrie Irving. And obviously, if you look at the Los Angeles Lakers, Kyrie Irving returns back to LeBron James, and they try to reunite and redo magic like they did in Cleveland. I feel like they still need more talented pieces. Obviously, they're going to need some more defenders because LeBron is getting a little bit older. If you've been listening to the reports, there's a lot of reports saying that he won't come back until the end of this season, which is devastating news for the Los Angeles Lakers fans. I mean, they had a slim chance with LeBron. They don't have no chance at all. And now comes word that AD's been injured, okay? So surprise, surprise, another year, another injury year with AD and LeBron. But AD is fed up. He's been promised a lot of stuff that he was not given or had an opportunity to get. And I think AD is ready to move on to greener and better situations. And the Dallas Maverick one is very intriguing. Dallas gets AD in return. Dallas returns the favor and have Kyrie with LeBron James. I think that's the beginning of the end of the Los Angeles Lakers if they do decide to give up on AD in return to getting Kyrie Irving. But I think it's the beginning of a very successful year for the Dallas Mavericks if they're able to do that. Another year under the belt, Luka will grow up and mature a little bit better. Jason Kidd has stressed that for Luka to do. And yeah, if AD can stay healthy, this could be like Larry Bird and Robert Parrish. It's one of those dynamics, okay? But guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy. I'm up out of here. Deuces.